If this were a tabloid newspaper, a media organisation in the UK, you just know Harry would be out there, he'd be hosting press conferences, he'd be taking legal action. But because Netflix is paying him tens of millions of dollars, he is prepared to turn a blind eye to those morals.
I don't know what hurts more, my eyes or my ears after enduring that. How anyone watches it, I'm not sure.
Oh, it was bad, believe me.
Yeah, it's the Duke and Duchess of hypocrisy again, isn't it? They're doing what they do with every single thing. I mean, it's like, you know, do as we say, don't do as we do. So, you know, if this was a British tabloid, it would be awful. They would be hating it. But because, as you say, they're paid millions, they're willing to accept it. However, going back to the Jess Phillips story we were talking about earlier on, where comedy, no matter how upsetting it is fine. Surely then this
but I'm not.
Really
but I'm not saying.
problem.
But I'm not saying, Limbit, that Netflix shouldn't broadcast this terrible musical about Princess Diana. Of course, they have a right to do it. I'm calling out the hypocrisy of Prince Harry because I know you haven't seen this musical, but genuinely, it portrays the Queen in a terrible manner. At one point, she is seen suggesting that she wanted to cut the head off of Princess Diana, and that's Prince Harry's grandmother, who is alive and could be impacted by that. I mean, she probably won't be, but she could be. And for me, this is not about Netflix. They can broadcast whatever nonsense they want. The musical is terrible. It's not going to do good business for them, but whatever. This is about Harry criticising the British media all the time. But because this is a company that's paid him tens of millions, it's run by his woke mates in California, they say nothing.
Right. You're pushing too hard here. I agree with you. I agree with Dawn. I'm a great royalist. And some say it's because I've got Estonian parents. We don't have a royal family in Estonia.
Have Harry and Meghan with their blessing.
No, absolutely not. The problem here I've got is the hypocrisy, and there's no other way to describe it. Now, Calvin might have a different view, but my view is you can't have it both ways. As I said before, I'm a libertarian. You can make things as offensive as you want, even about me. I'd love to be pariahed in Broadway by Lemberdopic the musical. If they do that, I won't even sue them, but I'll be in the front row.
Co-starring David Walliams.
I'd put up with that if the price was right. The issue here is that they are just money-making so-and-sos. Let's be honest, Harry and Meghan, they're not really part of the royal family. They had their time there. We can talk about the pain and the tragedy of Harry's life. This is the final brick in the wall. There's no way back for Harry now.
No,
he's just a money-making individual in America. Let's leave that. He can stay in the Republic because there's no space for him in a monarchy.
Calvin, do you agree?
I would love to add some balance, Dan, but I completely agree. And watching that clip, I cringed so hard. I think I broke a hip. It was just terrible, wasn't it? But they're not. You know, they are massive hypocrites. But every time we see them, they're exploiting Diana. You know, the last clip we saw last week of them in New York, I think it was, Meghan was carrying the same handbag as Princess Diana. Every single opportunity they get to cash in on her name, they do. So they're massive hypocrites.
Look, maybe we know Harry hasn't got the most brains or taste in the world. Maybe he finds it funny.
But I do. I would do it for $10 million.
Well, and now making a lot more than that. But my point was, and I wrote this, what we now know about Harry is he will only exercise his right to try and protect his mother's memory if it suits his political purposes. And I think
when
that
Meghan
says
tells
a lot
him
about him. Well, indeed. Welcome to the GB News YouTube channel. You can watch us live 24 hours a day, catch up on your favourite shows, and join in the conversation in the comments below.
Don't forget to subscribe and you'll never miss any of our exclusive content.